Hi, welcome to my page. Today I just want to speak to that person that thinks I don't need a career coach. You know, my heart always goes out to people that have best potential and they don't know how to communicate that potential. And I've seen that in my career, especially technical people. They are good at what they do. But come to think of it, we don't know this career thing, career management. Our teachers tried their best. We had career guidance teachers. I don't know if you did, but how could they let us into a world that they also didn't know? How could they prepare us for careers that they had not even experienced themselves? You know, you're talking to somebody that have developed systems to identify talent, to develop talent. I've coached a lot of people for free. I just love helping people. Why? Because I love seeing somebody that has great potential, seeing them grow, seeing them excel in what they do. Um, Especially technical people. I've experienced, I would see, I mean, as an HR person, you receive their CV, you receive their transcripts, you see A plus students, but you look at how they show up daily and they are showing, if you don't know, if you've never seen their scripts, they've never seen their transcript, you wouldn't know that they have so much value, that they bring so much value, that they have so much skills. And basically, the way they show up every day, they don't show up fully energized, bring their value, different skills. And even if some of them do, they don't have the confidence, to then think, actually, all the skills and all this knowledge, it can be used profitably or can be used strategically to position myself for a much more senior role. And so why you need a career coach is because that person is going to help you evaluate your strategy, is going to help you look at your experience, look at your skills, look at your competencies and say, hey, you know, this is the value that you bring, and actually this is the gap. You need somebody that's going to be honest with you to say, listen, you haven't been growing because of 1 2 3, you haven't been getting that promotion because of 1 2 3. It's not just hard work alone. I know we want to think our work will speak for itself. It's going to be hard work. If I work harder, they're going to see my value. No. And that's the value that a career coach will bring, to tell you it actually takes more than hard work. And I think at some point I'm going to do a video regarding that, just to decode and unpack what do we mean when we say it takes more than hard work. So you need an accountability partner. How many times do we know what to do? Do we know, for instance, we know that in order for me to lose weight, I need to do 1 2 3, but we don't do it. Same thing with career. You may theoretically know what to do, but you haven't done it because you can't do it on your own or because of whatever reasons. I mean, a career coach then will then sit down with you and say, why haven't you made that change? At times, it's just not believing it yourself, believing in yourself. At times, it's not even you not being open to what not knowing what opportunities are there. Through the framework that I've developed, I sit down with you and say, let's get clarity on your value, on the gaps, on your strengths, and then let's look at the habits. What is preventing you from, making that change, and what are the habits that can make you to be successful? Implement this new change and be successful in what you do, and what are the opportunities in your field? Have you actually thought? Because some people, I mean, you're sitting there, you no longer have energy, you dread Monday mornings. I've been there, and you're feeling drained. Why? Because you don't even think there's a way out, And then what are the interventions? What can we do to implement, for you to implement those interventions, and your commitment to that? What's your commitment, and how can you execute? And then you have a plan in place that strategically position you for success, and you have an accountability partner that's going to say, have you done 1 2 3? Why? And if you put money, you definitely are going to make sure that you implement that plan. It's not going to sit and collect dust like many other plans that you've compiled in the past. You're going to be committed. And basically, that's the value and more. I mean, I bring in experience from 5 different industries. I'm currently working for a global IT company. I can tell you for sure the impact of AI. I think part of my conviction was, I don't think people realize the impact of AI. Like I said, it's going to look differently for different professions and different fields, but in the IT industry, we see the impact every day. And it's very important for, I think it would break my heart for somebody to, for you to be called by HR and it's oh, thank you, we are restructuring because, as the speech, you know, um, that's heartbreaking. I definitely don't want that for anyone. So industry experience in the boardroom, experience developing systems to do this, experience coaching different people, and they've been successful, experience and a passion, basically a passion to help you succeed. And for the person that cannot, at this point, you're saying, maybe my financial commitments don't allow me to do that, then look at the tools that I've developed, to help you to at least start. The important thing is start planning, be proactive, you know. And if you're like me, you didn't have a career guidance teacher or any form of career guidance and you stumbled across a career, then how can you make the most? How can you pivot, change what you're doing? And that's not you throwing away your experience and your skills. That's you positioning yourself strategically to use it in another industry, to pursue what you love, to pursue that which wakes you up. You want to get out of bed and be energetic. I don't want to say how old I am, but because I do what I love now, it's no longer I no longer dread Mondays. I no longer dread Mondays. I wake up energetic. I go for it, and I just keep going. Why? Because it's my career. It's my choice. I made a choice that fuels me up, that makes me wake up every day and go for it. I wish that for you. And I'm just going to leave details of how to reach out to me, of how to work with me. Thank you. Have a great week. Remember, it's your career, it's your choice.